We are back on Get Up, and again this morning we are unveiling Mel Kiper's latest mock draft. It's 4.0, and a move that stands out. Mel has the Falcons trading back to number 6, and at that point taking the quarterback Trey Lance out of North Dakota State. Now, why might the Falcons be looking in that direction? Well, if you do look at Matt Ryan's numbers going back to the 2016 season when he was the MVP and led them to the Super Bowl, his play has fallen off each season. As you see, it's fallen further down in the ranks in total QBR, and last year he finished 16th in the league in that metric. And so let me circle back here, and Mel, I will come to you. Take us through the thinking there on the Falcons taking Trey Lance, be it at 4 or 6 or wherever it is they get him.
A couple things. First of all, everybody seems to think that Atlanta's trying to move out of 4. Well, if that's the case, move down to 6 and don't lose the quarterback. You know, to me, Trey Lance, you think about next year's draft, we talk about Justin Fields. Trey Lance could be the number 1 pick had he gone back and played another year. Now you're in a division. I'm all about divisions. You cannot be 4th in your division at quarterback. Move forward. Tom Brady playing forever? No, he's not. Drew Brees, career over at New Orleans. Now they turned it over to somebody else. Sam Darnold's in Carolina as a 23-year-old quarterback I think can be really good. Now you get Trey Lance to be the heir apparent to Matt Ryan, who has, 2, maybe 3, but probably 2 years. Trey Lance has the red shirt this year. We know that he has to. What's the most important position in all team sports, guys? It's quarterback. And next year, there's nobody like Trey Lance in that draft. And unless you're going to pick number 1 in 2023, there's going to be nobody like Trey Lance. So if I'm Atlanta, it's a win-win. I got the 4th pick. Number 1 pick right now in the draft is at number 4. Move down and get the quarterback and let Miami go up and get Kyle Pitts.
We're acting like Matt Ryan's 50. I mean, he's 35 years old. Tom Brady's 4,678 years old and still playing at a high level. Listen, I think Trey Lance is amazing. I think he's a bad mother, shut your mouth. But if I look at this roster and I look at the Falcons, you still got, Ridley on one side, Julio Jones on the other side. You put a Kyle Pitts, a Jamar Chase with this offense, good luck stopping them. I think Matt Ryan has good ball in front of him. You're paying him a ton of money. So I just think if I'm the Falcons right now, I look at the Carolina Panthers. They don't know who their quarterback is. You talk about the Saints with moving on without Drew Brees. Why can't I go win this division and be really good? I know Tom Brady's there, but Tom Brady, he's getting older, way older than Matt Ryan. So I look at the Falcons and I think, why don't I try to win now? So I don't necessarily think they've got to take Trey Lance or a quarterback right now at the top of the draft.
All right, so we have an interesting disagreement there between you two. Louis, let me come to you because I was reading through your notes. Recommended reading. Anyone who ever is privileged to get Louis's notes before our shows, just sit back sometime and read them. They're fascinating. And you were talking in particular about fit when it comes to both Trey Lance and Mac Jones. And I'd love you to share some of your thoughts on that, particularly here with Lance.
Yeah, when you watch his tape from 2019, Greeny, and you watch how North Dakota State utilized 12 personnel, utilized formation shifts, pre-snap motion, play action, passing game, it looked like Arthur Smith was the offensive coordinator at North Dakota State based on how Arthur called plays at Tennessee and what he's going to do there in Atlanta. And Trey Lance adds an added dimension as far as his ability to run the football on design quarterback runs, design quarterback draws, quarterback powers, quarterback counters. This guy's a 1,000-yard rusher. On top of the fact that he is a deadly second reaction thrower, play action pass thrower, and pocket thrower. So when you're looking at the fit, it just looks to me like from a schematic standpoint, from a philosophical standpoint, he would go into Atlanta and right away be like, okay, yeah, we did this at North Dakota State. It was just called this. Yeah, we used that personnel grouping and used this play action passing, type of concept in North Dakota State. It was just called this. It just seems like it'd be something that would click automatically. And I can tell you this, knowing Arthur Smith for the past 15 years like I've known him, I stood up there at North Dakota State for a while and watched Trey Lance throw with him. I can tell you this, him and Terry Fontenot, the GM, they like Trey Lance. This is going to be an interesting pick for them because he sets them up for the future in a way that I believe none of the other quarterbacks do. And that's not to take anything away from Justin Fields or anyone else. I just think this fit is perfect for what they want, what they're going to do based on what Arthur has done in the past.
Later, I want to talk about them, the fit in San Francisco, because I continue, Mel, and you've heard me say it a million times, I continue to think San Francisco will seriously consider taking Lance at 3. Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.